Yeah, I thought that was four quarters of solid basketball for us. We came out. Look, our preparation this week was spot on. We had a great practice Wednesday and Thursday. It was probably our two best practices for the year, and to carry that over with the bright lights is is good for us. Just our preparation, our dotting the I's, our scout. It was right frame of mind for the right time of the year. Yeah, look, that's the whole team has confidence in him, and it was just wasn't dropping. We knew it wasn't long before he'd start because we see it every day at practice and see the quality he brings. And I was really happy for Bryce to come off, and he got some clean looks from assists. They weren't self-made shots; they were making the extra pass and hitting him and setting great screens. I think one of them, Matty Knight, set a fabulous screen on baseline to get him open for a three, and we got him the ball at the right time. And that's that group intelligence that you got to have, and I was happy that we kept improving.
You mentioned Matty. How is he?
Who's Matty?
Matty,
yeah. Look, he got a bit of a hit in the head in transition, so they'll monitor him next, now, and they'll soon tell me what's going on.
Did we say he was concussed? Or
I don't think so, no.
Obviously, you're able to rest a lot of blocks at the time. When did you start going into, we can look after things like smoke?
Well, it wasn't at the start of the fourth when it was an 8-zip run. But look, that's, Brisbane have been hit very hard with injuries. They're, 4 starters or 3 starters injured, and, and then they changed their import with Beale, and they've pretty much got young kids having a crack. And with just their last 3 games, they've been playing, a really top level for the ability on their squad. And it's a hats off to Andre to get them to play. They beat Melbourne, they took Cairns all the way to the wire, and they took Sydney all the way to the wire. So we knew those guys, you're going to have a fair income crack. So, it was probably after that time out, I think it got the 8-0 run to start the fourth, and then we kind of got a little bit more stable, get some quality shots, and, Greg was wide open in the corner, and we were smart enough to keep going back there. I think 2 plays in a row, and then the third time later on, and that's that group intelligence I'm talking about.
To have the ability to rest some guys really, 2 days before you go to Cairns, which is a long trip, an important game, do you feel like you're really well prepared for that because of the ability to put some guys?
I guess Casey's been playing a fair minute, and Damo's been playing, high 30s coming back. But it was great to give Dexter some quality minutes out there, and give the young fella Mason a bit of a run, and Greg was playing. So to go around 20 minutes for about 6 or 7 of them, it's probably a luxury that we haven't had this season because it's been tight.
Timely performance off the bench, 48 points off the bench tonight, but fella sitting alongside you didn't lose anything with Bryce off.
No, well, that's what you want the bench to keep going. I thought the starters got us off on the right note, and then the bench guys come on to finish that first quarter was to get it out to 10 or 11 points. And Greg's been actually. I thought he'd be last week. I was kind of just the way he's been practicing and shooting the ball. I thought last week he might have had a bit of a breakout, and I'm happy for him now because he's putting the work in. He's getting the reps up. He's attention to detail, and that's how you improve. And maybe you get some of that from Sean Redditch as well, taught him to do it. So it was a great game from Greg, and now the pressure's on him to keep doing it.
And timing-wise, only 2 weeks from the finals to have that sort of performance from the bench and from Greg.
Yeah, it's the faith and the trust that the team has, that it's not, we don't want Casey or Bryce shooting every time down the floor. We want to make sure we find the open man and those guys who have got to have confidence to shoot. And that's the same as Damo last week. He dropped down 3 and Greg was open for 3, and if he doesn't shoot it, I'm chasing him. And, it was good to have the bench to know that.
You look really confident ball in hand with your shooting, and you must be obviously doing a lot of it.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's the beautiful thing about our team. Our bench sort of guys have a lot of confidence in each other, knowing that once we step on, we're ready to contribute. And it's good in terms of those guys. We all our roles are clearly defined. And yeah, on Trev's comment, if you don't shoot the ball, every time I drive, usually I do something a bit silly. So, you know, I've got confidence in my shot, and the guys have confidence, obviously, by passing the ball. And you've got to reward those guys. You've got to reward our big fellas for demanding the ball. You've got to reward Bryce the attention he goes. So it's good, and it's been nice. You know, I think the last couple of weeks we've had some real solid performances from, you know, Angus and Jesse's, some of our bench guys.
Do you feel like you're harder to work out from the opposition perspective at the moment? Who's going to be shooting? Who's going to be scoring?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't think we go, oh look, we're going to go to you. I think, and going against with that, it's that group intelligence. You've got to be there. We run a set play, and you know, not one of our guys is selfish. You know, Bryce is a very unselfish player, same as Casey, and that's the luxury we have. Those guys will give up the ball and reward guys for their hard work. And you know, you don't want to be yelled at by your teammates for not shooting the ball. It's a luxury to have. And so yeah, you just got to, you know, keep firing up and reward yourself.
Brisbane said they were down. They noticed themselves down from the get-go.
Yeah.
As a playing group, do you pick up on that and sort of raise the bar and lift your own tempo a little bit?
Yeah, look, I mean, and credit to them, they fought and they fought, but you know, it's been, you know, they've been down for a couple of weeks, and as a guy that thrives off energy and intensity, you want to feed that. It's just sort of blood and water with some sharks, really. And you know, that second unit, and then when those bench guys sort of reinforce those starters and they go in, you really want to provide a spark. That's the reason why you come on. That's why I've been playing the league for how many years. It's you know, it's to provide that spark. And I remember, you know, a few years ago, you know, when we won our very first, well, I won my first championship with Trev, he always commented that, like myself and Jesse, had to really provide that spark for the bench. And I think, you know, when you're not playing well, you've got to go back to what works, and that's definitely the case. And when you refine those things and keep it simple, you know, the game gets easy for you.
Just where you say he travels and then gets tested, or does he get tested and then travel in half?
I assume that he's going to travel, yes, but I have to see the medical staff before that.
Life would be easy with a win on Sunday, couldn't it?
Yeah, well, we set ourselves in a good position right now. You know, we got 3 more games to go, so you know, it's good. Confidence is up within the group, and the self-belief is there, and now we just got to do it when the bright lights come on.